Heineken Brewery. പച്ചക്കിളികൾ തോളോടായി വരുന്നു.
Some beers. A big full of beer.
5 people in the world have access to it.
It would be bros.
ഇവിടെ ഈ ജില്ലകളിലാണ് നമ്മൾ നിന്നത്.
ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ പോകുന്നത് ഹാഫ് വെഗ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തേക്കാണ്. ഇനി നമ്മൾ അവിടെയാണ് താമസിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ ടൂർ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യും.
ഇവിടെ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു പാലുണ്ട്. ഓരോരുത്തരുടെ വീട്ടുകാരുടെ ഓട്ടം തോന്നണു. അങ്ങനെ റോട്ടിൽ പോകണമെങ്കിൽ പോവാം. അവിടെ തന്നെ ബസ് സ്റ്റോപ്പുണ്ട്. ഓ സോറി. സ്റ്റോപ്പ്. ഇതാണ് വീടുകൾ. നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് യാത്രയാവുകയാണ്. അന്നേ കണ്ണപ്പ ഇതാണ് അങ്ങോട്ട് പോകാനുള്ള പ്ലേസ്. അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ കീത്തൂർ പോവാണ്. നമ്മുടെ റൂം മാറി ഇപ്പം ഇവിടെ വന്നു. നമ്മൾ നിൽക്കുന്നതാണ് ഹാഫ് വർക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള സ്ഥലത്ത്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾക്ക് തൊട്ടടുത്ത് തന്നെ ബസ് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ഉണ്ട്. ഞാൻ ബസ് സ്റ്റോപ്പിലാണ് നിൽക്കണേ. ഫ്രണ്ടിൽ തന്നെയാണ് ബസ് സ്റ്റോപ്പ്. കണ്ടില്ലേ? ഇവിടെ ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തു. നമ്മൾ ഗീത്തുള്ളിലല്ല പോകുന്നത്. ഗീത്തുള്ളിൽ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ സമയം ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. നമ്മൾ നാളെ ഗീത്തുള്ളിൽ പോകുന്നതാണ്. ഇന്ന് പോകുന്നത് നമ്മൾ ബ്രൂവറി കാണാൻ. നമ്മൾ കുടിക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. ടെസ്റ്റ് അടിച്ച് പോവാണ്. ടെസ്റ്റ് അടിച്ച് പോകാൻ പോവാണ്. കണ്ണപ്പൻ ആംസ്റ്റൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ബീറും ഇവിടുത്തെയാണ്. ഹെനിക്കെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ബീറും ഇവിടുത്തെയാണ്. ഡുവൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ബീറ് ഇവിടുത്തെയാണോ അതോ ബെൽജിയാണോ? ഡുവൽ ബെൽജിയാണ് കണ്ടത്. ബെൽജിയത്തിൻ്റെയാണ്. പിന്നെ സ്റ്റെല്ല ടോയ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ബെൽജിയത്തിൻ്റെയാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ വരും, നമ്മളുടെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡിൽ വരും ഹെനിക്കൻ ബ്രൂവറി. നമ്മളുള്ളതാണ് ഹോളണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ വിചാരിക്കും നെതർലാൻഡ്സ് അല്ലേ? നെതർലാൻഡ്സും ഹോളണ്ടൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് തന്നെയാണ്. ഇതാ റിവീലാവാൻ പോകുന്നു. ഇപ്പാവും 3 മണിയാവാറായി. ഇതാണ് ഹെനിക്കൻ ബ്രൂവറി. നമ്മൾ ഈ ബ്രൂവറി കാണാനാണ് പോകുന്നത്. ഇത് ത്രെഡിൻ്റെ വലിപ്പം ഹെനിക്കൻ ഫാക്ടറി സ്ഥിതി ചെയ്യുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ ആംസ്റ്റർഡാമിൽ ആണ്. ഇവിടെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ ആംസ്റ്റർഡാമിൻ്റെ ഒരു ബോട്ട് കനാലുള്ളത്. കനാലുകളുടെ രാജ്യമാണ് നമ്മളുടെ. ഹെനിക്കനിലോട്ട് യാത്രത്തിരിക്കാം. ഇയാൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ Welcome to Ooty. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the home of China. ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് നമ്മൾ ടിക്കറ്റ് എടുക്കുന്നു. പച്ച കളറിൽ പച്ചക്കിളികൾ തോളോടായി വരും. അങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ടിക്കറ്റ് രണ്ടും വാങ്ങിച്ചു വയ്ക്കുന്നു. ഈ 2 സാധനം കിട്ടിയേക്കെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരാൾക്ക് 2 ഈ സാധനം കിട്ടും. ഉണ്ടാകും കോയിൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇത് കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. അതുപോലെ നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ നിന്നാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നത് കളക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ടൂർ ബോട്ടിൽ പിക്കപ്പ് എക്സിറ്റ്. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ക്യൂ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. നാളെ ഇതാക്കി വാങ്ങിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ ഇതിവിടെ സ്റ്റാർട്ടാവുകയാണ്. സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ടൂർ. നമുക്ക് മുന്നിൽ പോയിരുന്നു. ഒരാളെ ഇതിലുള്ള കാരണം കാണാനില്ല. എങ്ങടാ എങ്ങടാ
How are you feeling today?
Oh, good.
Welcome to the Heineken Experience. Are you guys ready for some history? Some knowledge? Some beers? I thought so. Now, my name is Bianca and I'm going to give you a bit of information before the tour starts, okay? So the tour is self-guided. which means that there's no guide, okay? You do not have to follow this specific group. You can do it on your own, in your own time. Usually takes 1.5 hours, give it a take. But again, self-guided, so it's up to you. If you want to go inside here and run to the bar, you can do it. That's going to take 10 minutes or as fast as you can run. Up to you, okay? No problem. Now, throughout the tour, you're going to see a few of my colleagues. They will be in a few spread out throughout there. They're going to be talking about Heineken, giving information, telling stories. You're always welcome to stay around, listen. If you don't want to, that's also fine. No hard feelings, you can just walk by. That's all, okay? Now, all the information is in English here. So, we do have a few QR codes that you can scan, and then we have around 7 languages there. You can choose it and have fun, okay? Now, one important question. Does everyone have their 2 tokens?
Yes.
2 tokens.
Yes.
You got it? That's your beer money here. Okay? So you do not want to lose that. Alright? Once you get to the bar at the end of the tour, you're gonna get your beer money. 1 token, 1 beer. 2 tokens, 2 beer. Just have it ready and give it to one of my colleagues at the bar, okay? Now, if you're walking throughout the tour and you see a token on the floor, what do? You get it. Put it in your pocket. No one has to know. Just do it, you know, like, oh, nice, you know, that's it. Now, does anyone have rooftop tickets here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Make sure that the tokens you have right now, you use at the bar of the tour, okay? For the rooftop, once you're going out, one of my colleagues will give you another token. Sounds good?
Yes.
Now, I do have one extra question for you. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. More energy, come on. Are you guys ready? Okay, you can follow my colleague over here and the tour will start. I hope you all have a great time. Please follow me, guys.
Welcome. Guys, pick up
ഇതിലെന്നെ ഞാൻ അവിടെ വെക്കാം. ആൾക്കാർ അയ്യോ പോണ താഴത്തേക്ക്. ആ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കിട്ടും ആൾ പറയുന്നത്. അതെനിക്കറിയില്ല. അതെനിക്കറിയില്ല.
Guys, can you put a bit closer, please? Is there something happening at some point over there?
Oh.
And also, I took a shower. I'm not biting. I swear.
ചമ്മി കണ്ണപ്പ ചമ്മി.
But actually, yeah, otherwise people will get stuck on the stairs, which is not really nice either. You know, just saying. Thank you for the energy. Yeah, sometimes you ask like no one is moving. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess it's been a while. The reason why we chose this spot in the city is because back in the days it was kind of outside, kind of in the suburbs, and so you would have space to expand, but also access to the canal, which is really important because we'll ship the ingredients by boat, and then we'll go all the way to the rooftop and put the ingredients in the silos. We have 8 silos in this room, 32 silos in total in the building. Sometimes you're going to walk inside of a room and feel like it's kind of tiny, kind of smaller than other rooms. You're walking inside of a silo. That's why. It was made for ingredients, not for humans. Can you please put the leather that is just behind you, please? Can you pull it? This is what would happen to Bali, for example. Guys, let's come a bit closer so everyone can see. Can you do it one more time, please? So that's what would happen, for example, to the bar. What you need to understand is, as you can see, the silos are not on the ground, they're a bit higher, and the reason is because we needed to protect the ingredients from the bad weather, for example, that you might have experienced the past few days in Amsterdam. Yeah, we're not really famous for good weather, and that's why it was a bit higher to protect the ingredients from water, floods, or anything else. So now, to summarize quickly, we have a brewery, so we can make beer. Now we need to promote it. And this is why, come a bit closer guys, come follow me. This is why we went to Paris. Okay, so as you can guess, back in the days, no social media, no advertisement, no, I don't know, like favorite publicity before your movie during the night or anything. People actually had to travel. They went to the World Fair in 1875 and they won the médaille d'or, the golden medal. Did anyone see that before?
No.
Still a lot of people saying no. Are you sure? Actually, you probably did. Because it's on every single Heineken bottle. It was a way to like kind of label the quality of the ingredients, the quality of the beer. It's really important to understand that Heineken went from a local beer that was just known in Amsterdam to an international brand. That was a big gap in the Heineken history. Next time that you drink Heineken with your friends, you can show them and be like, well, I saw the real one actually. But yeah, you can flex a bit about it, but also take a picture or whatever. But yeah, so we have the brewery, we have the promotion. Now we need the bottles. Here, as you can see, it's one of the first bottles ever made by Heineken. And back in the days, Heineken was not bottling their own beer. They were asking agents that would work for them and they would create bottles. They worked with multiple agents. So first of all, first issue, the identity of the brand would change from an agent to another, the quality as well. And also, big issue just over there. The blue bottle that you can see here is a bottle of soda. It has nothing to do with Heineken. However, because the person that was working with Heineken to make the bottles was also making the soda bottles, they put the name of Heineken on the bottle. You can check a bit later if you want. If you don't see in the back, no worries, it's staying here. But yeah, you can see Heineken on it. And when Heineken realized that, it was like, wait, so first of all, the quality is shifting from an agent to another. The identity of the brand is shifting as well because you don't really recognize because it's a different bottle. And also, we're getting kind of used. This is why they started to boil their own beer. That's going to happen right behind you, just over there. With this machine, what would happen is that you would open it, put the bowl just over there, close it, the tank would be full of beer, and then with the pressure, you would just fill up the bottle. Can anyone try to guess the amount of beer that we could bottle within a day? Back in the days. Wild guess?
50 liters.
50, no, amount of bottle?
Thousands.
500.
More than 500.
$1,000.
7,000 was the number that we could approximately bottle per day back in the days, which is already, quite good. But can someone try to guess the amount of bottle that we produce per hour now?
Millions.
It's around 1 million. It's a bit less than 1 million. So as you can guess, by just the amount of bottles that we're producing now, we had to expand. And this is why I'm getting to the last part of this presentation. Can anyone tell me what was going on in America between the 20s and the 30s about alcohol?
Prohibition.
Prohibition, exactly. And Prohibition ended with Roosevelt, who made alcohol legal again. And he said this really famous sentence. He said, now would be a good time for a beer. Heineken heard that and was like, hold on a second. I don't even have to promote it. They're asking for it. A whole big country is asking for beer. The only thing that I have to do is get there. And this is why 6 days later, Heineken was the first beer being poured in New Jersey. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. The rest of the tour will be upstairs. And yeah, thank you for listening, guys. Bye.
എന്നിട്ടത് ഇതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ നിൽക്കല്ലേ അപ്പം ആദ്യത്തെ ഇതാണ് ഏറ്റവും ഫസ്റ്റത്തെ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഈ കുറി തൊള്ളായിരത്തി മുതൽ 2013 വരെയുള്ള നെയിംസാണ് ഇവിടെ, അല്ല ബോട്ടിൽസാണിത്. ഇത് 1870, ഇത് രണ്ടാമത്തെ 1900, 1930, 1955, 1984, 1994, 2013. ഇതല്ല നമ്മുടെ ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ. ചേച്ചി പോയി. ചേച്ചി പോയി. ചേച്ചി വന്നു.
Hello, welcome to the Heineken experience and to Amsterdam, the home of Heineken. I hope you are enjoying your visit. I am Charlene de Carvalho Heineken, the fourth generation of the Heineken family. By now, you know that my great-grandfather, Gerard Albion Heineken, founded the company in 1864 right here in Amsterdam. My grandfather, Henry Pierre, and my father, Alfred, known as Freddie, continued to grow the company, and my family and I are committed to continuing this proud independent legacy. The Heineken brand and the Heineken company have been built around 3 core values. An uncompromising passion for the quality of our beer, from the ingredients we use to how we brew and bottle. Great respect for people and cultures and for the world in which we live. And that's why we continuously try to reduce the impact we have on our planet. And a total commitment to the responsible enjoyment of the beer. By focusing on these core values, we'll continue to ensure a sustainable future for our company, our employees and our shareholders. On behalf of the Heineken family and all those who work for Heineken around the world, thank you for your visit. We hope that you enjoy drinking Heineken as much as we enjoy brewing it for you.
കണ്ണപ്പാ
That's nice.
ബാർലി വേണം.
Alrighty, welcome everybody. Hello,
കണ്ണപ്പ ഒന്ന് പിടിക്കണം എത്തിലേക്ക്.
First of all, manners and whatnot. How are you guys doing? All good? All great? Amazing. Awesome. 2 thumbs up. We can move on now. So, over here is the part of the tour where I teach you about how we make our beer. And it's actually shockingly simple to make. All you're gonna need is, well, actually, one very smart and brave person tell me how many ingredients we need to make a beer. 4. You are very right. You are very smart and very brave. Nicely done. 4 ingredients: water, barley, hops, and yeast. Water is 95% of a beer, believe it or not. High percentage. And since it is such a high percentage, that can actually change the flavor of your beer. Water does have a taste to the different particles, depending on the river, the lake, the mountain it came down from, I don't know. Either way, it has a taste and it can alter the flavor of the beer. So we make sure it's purified and clean every single time before we use it. Barley, ingredient number 2. We get our beautiful barley from the south of France. Why? Because there's sunlight. And we do one important thing, which is malting it, which is a process by which we soak, roast, and grind the little grains of barley, achieving 2 things. Roasting determines the color. Heineken is gold, so we get the golden color from roasting the barley. And soaking and grinding extracts all the starch, and you can actually see the starches here if you take a look. Those white grains are starches, which eventually, believe it or not, do become alcohol. So we heat up the malted barley with water to 78 degrees Celsius slowly. By doing it slowly, we make sure that all the starches are turned into sugars, and at this point it is a liquid known as a wort or a mash. So if you want to continue making your beer then, you take out the barley, you add in hops fresh, you boil them for a couple of hours for 3 reasons. They give you a slightly bitter flavor in your beer. They give you that natural, beautiful layer of foam, which is good for your beer. It extends the drinking life of your beer, gives it some extra carbonation for longer periods of time. And finally, it is a natural preservative. Now, moving on after that, we have the yeast. The yeast will eat up the sugars from the barley and the water, reward to the mash, turn them into Heineken, to alcohol and CO2 in a process known as fermentation, which is 7 days long. Then you lager for 21 days, which is essentially just waiting around and letting your beer mature and whatnot, and develop a bit more flavor and release some excess CO2. Side note, this yeast is special to us. It is what makes a Heineken. A Heineken, you could say. No other company has access to this yeast. Only around, 5 people in the world have access to it. It's made in the breweries in the Netherlands, and from there on out, distributed to everywhere else in the world. And since yeast self-reproduces, it is actually the very same strand of yeast we had all the way back then, believe it or not. And yeah, Heineken A yeast is the name of it. Now just a quick recap for people in the back. Water, we purify it so it doesn't change the flavor of the beer. Barley, we malt it, which is just soaking, roasting, and grinding, getting the starches from the soaking and the grinding, and the color from the roasting. The hops for 3 reasons: slightly bitter flavor, natural preservative, and it gives you a layer of foam, which is actually good for your beer. And then the yeast at the end of it all will eat up all the sugars from the water and the barley when you heat it up, and turn it into alcohol and CO2. And there you have it. I wish you an amazing rest of your tour. You can continue right through that doorway over there. And yeah, cheers, enjoy. No worries.
ഗ്രൈൻഡിങ് ആവുള്ളൂ. നമ്മുടെ സാധനം മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത് അരക്കൽ അത് തിളപ്പിക്കും, ഈസ്റ്റിട്ട് തിളപ്പിക്കും. ശരിയാവുന്നില്ല ഇടയ്ക്കല്ലോ. ആ പൊട്ടയാവുന്നതെന്ന് അല്ലേ പറയുന്നത്.
Exactly 78 degrees. So you always have to do is transfer a third of the contents from kettle 1 into kettle 2, then boil kettle 2 and place it back into kettle 1 so as to keep slightly heating up the liquid in kettle 1 to bring it up to 78 degrees, which are necessary to create the wort. After the wort is created, all of the contents move into kettle number 3, which is located right over there. In that kettle, you'll notice there's that kind of perforated sort of surface through which you can filter this liquid and have the worts contain, or sorry, the barley contain the worts separated from the barley, and that barley is then never wasted. It's actually used to feed livestock. Now, once the wort is filtered, we put it into kettle number 4. Kettle number 4 is the kettle in which we add hops. And then we boil that liquid to 100 degrees. And after that, it's going to be fermented. The fermentation process first begins after the cool state. The cool state is where all of the kettle process comes up in the top.
എന്തുട്ടത് ഏത് ഓ ഇതാണോ കണ്ടില്ലേ ബാർലി ഗോതമ്പിനെയാണോ ഈ ബാർലി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്നിട്ടാ എന്നിട്ട് വീണ
Beautiful. I don't have to stand here. I trust that all of you can behave here and stay safe and take pictures if you want to. So here we go. Yes.
ഇതിൽ നിന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാക്കണം ഓ അവിടെ ഒരു ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത് ഇതിലെ പ്രഷർ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നത് ഫെർമെന്റ് ചെയ്യും അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ കിട്ടുന്ന പേരാണ് ലേഗർ പേര് ഫിൽറ്റർ ചെയ്യും ബോട്ടിലാക്കും ഞങ്ങൾ കുടിക്കും നമ്മളിവിടെ നിന്ന് എന്താ ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കാത്ത നമ്മളിലേക്ക് പോണ്ട ടൂർ കണ്ടിന്യൂസ് Brew your ride.
I'm going to be in there with you guys. And if you've taken any substances, I know we are in Amsterdam, please also let me know. It's going to be scary.
You can get inside, guys. This way.
out of line, I swear you guys. Okay? Once you get a beer, come, my friends in the back, please. All of you. All right, perfect. How are you guys doing? Good. How are you guys doing? Good. Okay, those are the vibes that I want. Cool. Are you guys enjoying the tour so far? Yes. Okay, perfect. So, you made it to the funniest part about this tour, which is the tasting part. Okay? So, it's not about drinking, it's about how we taste our Heineken beer. If you don't do it, you don't drink the beer. I'm looking at you. Okay, perfect. All of you? Yeah, okay. I was kidding, guys. Don't worry. Cool. So, now we're going serious. Raise your glasses in the air. All your glasses. I want to see all your glasses. All of you. Yeah, cool. So now, look at the beer. What color can you guys see? What color is that? Who's that? Go first. All right, cool. Yes, good job. You pay attention. Cool. So, second part, I want you guys to do this with your glasses. Do this. All of you, and then smell the beer. We look professionals, right? All right, what kind of smell can you feel? What fruity flavor is that? Start with a B, and ends with ananas. Bananas, yeah, Jose. Yes, you're perfect. Cool. I know, it's quite tricky. If you cannot smell bananas, I will recommend you guys to have more beers, and then you will smell whatever you like, okay? Cool. Last but not least, before we drink our beer, it's gonna be how we do this, alright? I want you guys to lean your glasses 45 degrees. I will do it like this because I cannot drink, but it should be like this in your mouth, okay? So you're actually drinking the beer and not the foam, okay? Cool. So, are you guys excited? Yes. Now, cool. I want to see all your glasses again, and I swear this is gonna be the last time that I ask you for doing that. Cool. All your glasses in the air. Here we are in the Netherlands. We don't say cheers. We say. Who say first? Okay, cool. If not, you can take a look at the wall right here. Take a look. Cool. All right. So we're gonna go to 3. 1, 2. And 3, I want you guys to scream with me, okay? 1, 2, and 3, say with me, bros! Alright, enjoy those beers, drink the beers. And once you drink it, I want you to listen to all of you? Yeah, that's how you drink it. Go! To continue your beers, you can come this way to this VIP section that we have here for you guys. Over here. And you can finish your beers in this section. Once you finish the beer, feel free to leave your empty glasses right here in the glass containers and do the rest of the tour. Don't get too drunk. Please be safe out there and have fun.
അവിടെ വയ്ക്കുന്നതാ. ഞാനാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുക. ഓക്കെ. ഇവിടെ ഫോട്ടോ ബൂത്തൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. പിന്നെ എന്താണ് ഇവിടെ ഇങ്ങനെ വീഡിയോ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പറ്റും. എന്നിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഡിജിറ്റൽ സുവനീറായിട്ട് സെൻഡ് ചെയ്യാം. ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്ന് സൈക്കിൾ ചവിട്ടി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ഇതിൽ വരും. എന്നിട്ട്
കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാത്തവർക്കായി here's your percentage. ആൽക്കപ്പുറയില്ല. നമ്മളവിടെ നിന്ന് വരുമ്പോൾ ബാറുണ്ട്. ഇവിടെ അങ്ങനെയാണോ ബാറ്? ആറ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് എക്സിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഫ്ലാഗ്ഷിപ്പ് സ്റ്റോർ കിട്ടും. അപ്പോൾ അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഹെനിക്കൻ ടീഷർട്ട്, ഹെനിക്കൻ കപ്പ്, ഹെനിക്കൻ്റെ പല ബോട്ടിൽ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള സാധനങ്ങളൊക്കെ വാങ്ങാൻ കിട്ടും. പിന്നെന്താ ഓപ്പണർ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള സാധനങ്ങൾ വാങ്ങാൻ കിട്ടും. ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട് ഒരു സ്റ്റോറ്, അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടായില്ല. എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ ബോട്ടിൽ എനിക്കെൻ്റെ ബുക്കാ ഇതാണോ കപ്പ്. മങ്കിത്തൊപ്പി ഇതൊക്കെ വാങ്ങാൻ കിട്ടും ഇവിടെ നിന്ന്. ഞാൻ അയാളെല്ലാം എടുക്കാൻ വയ്യേ.
അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഹൈനിക്കൻ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഇവിടെ തീരാണ്. ഞാൻ ഒരു ബോട്ടിൽ നമ്മുടെ പേരെഴുതാൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അത് ദേ ഇവിടുന്ന് വാങ്ങാൻ പോവാണ്. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് നാളെ അടുത്ത വീഡിയോയിൽ കാണാം. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്ത് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തോളൂ. താങ്ക് യു. ബൈ ബൈ.